Welcome to your daily focus for July the 10th, 2017. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly, and we have the Four of Wands here, flipping over. Now, before I get into any of the reading, thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Now we have the Four of Wands popping out. That's our security. That's our new foundations. That's our dream potential. It almost speaks to me as if there needs to be a balance, and there's been a lot of energy of late of bringing in balance in our life. Understanding where we are putting too much energy in one area of our life and not enough in the other. And when we start to bring in that balance, the success is tenfold. So keep looking at your routines. Keep looking at your subconscious patterns. When I say subconscious patterns, we program ourselves for so much more than we actually know. And the world programs us in a way that we don't really acknowledge. It becomes a part of who we are. So, when we brush our teeth in the morning, we take the toothbrush in the same hand, we put the toothpaste on in the same way. We start brushing, probably the back molars first, right? Move around. When we get out of the shower, we towel ourselves off in probably the same way. So when you look at that as, our reaction to things, when people did or said things, or when we were in certain environments, we did something, and it became comfortable. It became safe. And so we continue to do that without realizing that we programmed ourselves to do just that. And it could be something that, it's almost self-destructive in your personality. Like when you should be stepping forward, you're stepping back. Or when you're stepping back, you should be stepping forward in some area of your life. Maybe it's your voice, maybe it's your action, maybe it's why you start to procrastinate on certain things. Let's cut the cards here and see what the Strength card comes out as our first card. Another strong and powerful card. There's been so many strong and powerful cards appearing these days. So we are in intense energy. Absolutely. Now, with the Strength card in the first position here, we have to remember that we are going to find dealings with people, agreements, bringing in the balance, bringing in the harmony in situations, is that inner strength that you have. It's not pushing somebody to their limits or manipulating them, or it's not fueled by anger or jealousy or greed. The World card. And we've just come off of a full moon, haven't we? So this is really the full moon card. This is saying that you have completed the path. You are ready to go into new adventures. You are ready to plant the new seeds. You are ready to become the Fool again upon your journey. And when I say the Fool again upon your journey, that is the first card of the tarot deck. We are essentially the Fool. And here we are at the end going, ta-da! But there are things that need completion yet. There are things that need closure or an ending put to it. We need to complete. We need to finish. We need to accomplish. Take it off our priority list. We don't want to take old baggage into a new path, a new goal. and the Three of Cups. So this is really finding the enjoyment, finding the fun, finding the laughter, creating the joy. So we have strength at the very beginning of the reading that's telling us to make sure that we are not being manipulated, or we are not being the words just gone. That we're not manipulating people. That we are not using a jealousy or a rage or an anger or a, it's my road to the highway. It's this is, with the strength card as the first card, we have to be aware of that. We have to know that our true empowerment, our true strength is our inner strength, our inner guidance, our intuition, our higher wisdom. That we have to be open, okay? As we all have our third eyes lit up there, we have to be open to change and transformation, especially around the full moon. It may help us move forward in a new way. It could be very much like I was talking with the subconscious pattern, is that you realize something about yourself. You realize where you are triggered into doing a certain thing or saying a certain thing or acting a certain way. And once you recognize it within yourself and you realize that it was in some way dissipating your energy or making you go back to square one all the time, you now have the wisdom, you now have the knowledge to respond in a new way, react in a new way. Boy, won't that bring you joy and happiness. Because we all have those little things inside of us that hold us back from doing certain things. And mainly I attach it to fear, but what is that fear? That fear is the unknown, because you've always reacted a certain way. Maybe when people raise their voice, you clam right up. Maybe you have all the ideas and you can talk and you can talk and you can talk one-on-one, but as soon as you have to do a presentation, you clam right up. Maybe when it gets really emotional, you hold back on the words that you need to say the most. Maybe when you get really emotional, you drudge up the past. Use that as a weapon. And all that is doing is building a wall so that you won't be hurt. But in essence, you will be hurt by doing those things. So it's realizing those subconscious actions, habits that we have, that we do. And I think today is a day when something may come about. So we can either do that inner work and reflection on ourselves and understand of how we can change it on our terms, or we can allow God, our angels, the universe, source, our spirit guides to come in and adjust things for us. And the latter is usually a harder one, because we are resistant to what is being shown to us, but what is trying to be taught to us. And we react with anger, we react with fear. We get that fight or flight feeling inside of us, instead of a peace and a calm, knowing that this is just a test to see if our newfound knowledge works in this way, or maybe I need to tweak it that way. It's understanding ourselves better. Create the joy today. Seek out the joy. Know that everything in your path today is going to lead you to a happier, peaceful, productive, more productive time in your life. The Three of Cups is the new beginnings, the fun. Okay, so we have the World card here saying we are going to enter that path. The 3 is a very young energy, saying that we're going to have fun going forward, to just relax, to go with the flow, to understand the messages that are being given to you right now. And maybe it's in a learning experience. Maybe it's your own inner thoughts. Let's see what angel card we have. Seduction. 19. 19 is the love. Okay, now seduction. We have to be careful that we are not trying to seduce people into our way of thinking, but to be open to all avenues, all opinions, all wisdom. When you seduce, you pull them into your world. And be careful on being seduced into being pulled into somebody else's world, unless that's what you want. Seduction could be something given to us today or shown to us today that we really want. We do anything to get, we break a rule. And be careful of those things. Why are you being triggered in that way? To go against your morals or your self-value. See what our wise animals have to say. So 19 is very much about the love. So relationships. So there could be new relationships today. But be careful you're not being pulled into situations that look really good on the outside. To be a little bit of the diplomat. We really don't have diplomatic energy here. We have our strength card, but that's not really diplomatic energy. It's more of an intuitive energy, if anything else. It's knowing your own power, your own empowerment, your own courage, your own inner strength, that you don't need to prove it to anybody. You just need to know it yourself. Tangled wishes. The ladybugs appear. Ask for assistance, healing, angel's path, and manifest. Crying is all right in its own way while it lasts. But you have to stop sooner or later, and then you still have to decide what to do. The ladybug originated in Europe during the Middle Ages when insects were destroying crops. Legend says Catholic farmers prayed to the Virgin Mary for help, and it wasn't long before ladybugs appeared and ate the pests that were destroying the crops. The farmers referred to the bugs as the beetles of Our Lady, with the red wings representing the Virgin Mary's cloak and the black spots her joys and sorrows. So the message with the ladybug is to let go, ask for help, and accept that help. We receive messages frequently, but we're often too stressed out, too contained within our own grief, or just too stubborn to see the messages between the worlds. Whether you have experienced a death, a divorce, a breakup, or feel like you've lost your life's purpose, it's easy to get caught up in the negative. The smog only gets deeper and deeper the longer you allow yourself to sit within it. How do you get out of the smog? You sit and just be. So many times when we are experiencing a loss, we are afraid of going within our own mind and actually grieving. It's okay to grieve. It doesn't mean you're weak. It makes you human. It's part of the healing process. It's also all right for you to seek assistance from those who can help. Know that angels, spirit guides, animal guides, and those here on this earthly plane are ready and willing to assist. You just have to make the first move. Just like Christmas lights, our life's wishes can be tangled up in a mess. Step by step, with patience and perseverance, you can untangle your wishes into something actual and real. Life is good. Have faith that you can move forward. Your path may be a tangled mess now, but you have to believe, because sitting there sulking in sadness won't help you get to where you want. It's time now for you to dream. It is time to manifest your goals and be clear on your wishes. So it's really about maintaining the focus on our goals, our dreams. Don't let somebody derail you today. Don't try and derail somebody else. It's focusing on your dreams. It's sorting out, once again, the pros and cons of how we want to go forward, of our abilities or talents, recognizing it within ourselves, understanding our own inner strength, and using our own inner strength. Not allowing anger to rule today, or manipulation to rule today, or jealousy, or greed, anger. You want to think positive. Does this bring value into my life? Ask yourself that question today before you respond knee-jerk to something that really gets under your skin. Untangle those wishes and get ready to plug it in and just see the amazing light show that's about to begin in your life. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.